is the good life.
I watched a thing this morning about AI and video. I posted it on our page. It's gonna start editing video.
So, okay, let's jump into that.
That is mind-blowing.
We said our piece about AI writing.
Yeah.
The big fear in the video community is AI editing.
What are your thoughts on that?
What are your thoughts? Because
Well,
I'm super specific on this.
First, I can't even imagine how that would work. So the only way I can imagine is like you tell it to create something and then it'll, and I don't know. I just heard briefly about it because I'm like, I can't even imagine how it would work.
So the information I heard is very similar to how the AI works for photographers, where it automatically goes through and culls your imagery, and takes out the blinkers, and takes out like the bad footage.
Now you're talking about like the AI taking your footage.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking like AI is like just creating something out of nowhere.
So there is AI video creation technology.
Okay.
And right now, from what I've seen, is you can create an AI person, a CGI human being that looks pretty close, but it's still uncanny valley where it's like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And then you can type into ChatGPT, get text, copy that, put that into...
And make it do stuff.
And then
like
make it say stuff.
Okay.
So like you can literally have an About Us video made with like $40 and you're done.
Shit.
With a pretty looking representative for your company that you get to choose. On one of the pages I was looking through, it had like 100 different people with different accents. They're not perfect. Some of them are pretty damn okay.
Wow.
But some of them, it's like, I wanted an Australian girl who was, wearing a clown hat, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on down. I was like, okay, no, delete.
Okay, but
that's
like,
nightmare fuel.
It's different if you're using AI to go through your footage and examine the bad stuff and whatever.
So
that doesn't
that's
scare
what I'm
me at
thinking
all.
is going to be the obvious next step because there's already photography-based AI, which you use.
I used, but I stopped using because it couldn't recognize who had their eyes open and who had their eyes closed. I'm like, really? Really? This is why I'm paying $159 a year to delete the blinkers and keep... No, it just, I had to go through it again. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
So that's what's going to happen with video. And then I'm going to go off on a mini tangent here, but I have to get this out of my system because it's been boiling in me for like the past few weeks. So to me, there's a giant difference between an editor and a cutter. An editor is someone who can tell a story with visual medias, knows how and when to cut on which imagery, and knowing which frame to cut on that causes the most emotional engagement in the audience. Knowing that this shot next to this shot tells a story that's normally not there in your normal shots. That you're literally creating a story, an emotional journey through the edit, not what you're seeing. Not the images of the people, but through the edit itself, you are creating an emotional journey.
So
a cutter goes through and says, I have 3 hours to edit this. Done.
So AI will probably replace cutters, but not editors.
I think AIs will replace cutters for the time being. I think eventually you can definitely train AI to be more emotional. But what they're going to do is they're going to look at examples of other videos. AI is going to look at a video and say, okay, well, for a wedding video, you're going to start with an aerial shot. That's a drone shot. And then you're going to cut to a close-up of a ring or the wedding dress, and then cut to a speech at the night where it says something about love or I first met or something like that. And then go on from there. That's fine. You can do that all you want. Because anyone worth their salt is going to go back and go, oh no, this is not telling the story of this couple.
Yeah.
And that, like, to me, there's nothing more angst-y filled than seeing people who edit the videos the exact same way for every couple. Especially for weddings.
Different.
Because every couple is different and their story is different and like their love is different and their outpouring, their energy is different. So if you're editing the exact same way, you are doing a giant disservice to
100%,
them.
100%. And that's why there's, when some couples get the albums from me and some couples take the photos and make their own albums, and I've seen those albums and there's nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't, like you say, tell the story, because they will pick like the big group family photos and auntie this and whatever.
Yep.
And then I'm looking at it going, oh my God, where's like the whole story of the day? These are just pictures of people.
Right.
You know, it's like I want to know how it started and what happened in the middle and how it ended and who cried. You know, so I want to include all that. So
Right.
I get that. You know, it's like I don't think a computer could ever do that. Hopefully,
I think eventually they will. But honestly, when it comes down to it, I think AI will never take over the human emotional experience.
Okay.